Hey, this is really amazing. CNN's Manu Raju, who I have no problem with, by the way, he asked Democratic Senator Durbin, what about this proposal to raise your own salaries? And Dick Durbin, I don't know if he was having a bad day or what, he turns it around on Manu Raju and goes, CNN's ratings are down 50%, and yet you still get paid the same amount. How can that be? This is more than just a snarky comment. Let's take a look and then we'll talk about it.
Members are giving themselves a pay raise. Do you guys deserve a pay raise?
Well, that's news to me. It's good news. You know, what has it been, 10 years or 14 years of no COLA, no change at all? I think it's about time something's done.
You support giving yourselves a pay raise?
How would I not know about a pay raise?
But I mean, people look at the performance of Congress and say, why should we give them more money?
What about the media? Think about that for a second.
And we're not paid by public money.
I know you're not, but I mean, half of your listeners are not there anymore. You're still getting the same paycheck? What's going on?
Okay, so I want to break this down because this isn't just a single snarky comment. Dick Durbin's jab is pointing at something bigger, which is the kind of slow, undeniable decline of corporate media, the rise of independent platforms, and also the destroyed ratings of CNN and MSNBC post-election, which we've talked about. CNN's ratings have been in a free fall. They're not alone in this. The cable news industry as a whole has been losing viewers for years. Fox News is doing fine post-election, but the big trend is down, especially with younger audiences. Now, why is that? Well, a bunch of different reasons. Number one, people don't consume media the way they used to. We don't wait for the 6 or 7 p.m. news to tell us what happened during the day. We've already gotten updates on social media, YouTube, podcasts, X, Blue Sky, etc. Another aspect to this is that there has really been a decline in trust. And we see that borne out in the polling, where people don't feel as though they're going to get the best information from platforms like CNN and MSNBC. So while corporate media is hemorrhaging viewers, the business model has not really caught up because the executives, most of the on-air talent, they have these multi-year contracts with cushy guarantees. So even if the ratings are down, the paychecks keep coming exactly the same. Now, meanwhile, independent media like us, we operate under a completely different system. For shows like ours, revenue is directly tied to engagement. If today I do a bunch of crap stories, the videos today get no views, and the videos today earn no money. If I do 3 days in a row of that, where people are like, what is this guy talking about? Members start to go to my website and they start canceling memberships. There is an almost instant feedback and consequences. If the audience isn't happy with what we're doing, we know it right away because it will show up in the numbers today, not in 3 years when my agent goes to renegotiate with whoever is currently the president of CNN, who, by the way, I don't even know. I don't even know who it is at this point in time. This is not just about CNN. What we are seeing is a massive shift in how people are consuming and integrating information because we've got this increasingly decentralized media landscape. Instead of a handful of cable giants that control the narrative, we now have thousands of independent creators. They're on YouTube, podcasts, streaming platforms, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, etc. And we build our relationships directly with the audiences. When an independent news creator screws up, and I'm not even arguing that this is awesome. In fact, it can be stressful, but it's just the reality. When one of us screws up, we feel it immediately because we are called out by the audience and the revenue dips, and we either fix it or we fade away. So Dick Durbin's comment it's sort of roast-y, but it's more than just a roast. It's a sign that even politicians are recognizing the decline of traditional media's influence. Corporate media obviously still has reach, without a doubt, but the total dominance is over. I mean, look, we opened the show today with the great news that our friends over at Midas Touch secured one of the few major outgoing interviews with President Biden. That would not have, forget about 10 years ago. I don't think that would have happened even 4 years ago. And corporate media people know it. I think members of the Senate increasingly know it. And this is why they are shifting to platforms that we've been cultivating for some time now. I try not to talk at people. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. You're not just viewers, you're part of this community. And I think that that is very different than what people get when they turn on CNN. And there's Kate Baldwin, who I'm sure she's a really nice person, but she doesn't represent a connection with a community and an audience in the way that I think independent media producers do. So when you support shows like this one or others, that's not what this is about, but when you do, you're actually shaping the media landscape of the future. When you cancel cable, Fox News loses, I think it's $3 or $4 a month per person for each one of you. When you sign up for a membership on my website, you shift those $3 or $4 to us. That has direct and real consequences. It's not some theoretical thing. Dick Durbin gets it. And it was interesting that it was sort of a snap reaction, but it really gets to the core of a lot of what is going on here. Did you know there is only one VPN fully optimized for streaming 4K video and downloading large files? That's our sponsor, Private Internet Access. A VPN hides your IP address, allows you to make it look like your device is anywhere in the world. So this lets you stream content on Netflix and Hulu and HBO Max, not normally available in your home country. For instance, the show Friends is not available on Netflix in the US, but when I change my IP address to the UK, I can watch Friends on Netflix and a ton of other awesome content I would otherwise miss out on without lag and without buffering. Private internet access is also faster than other VPNs for file sharing, so you can download anonymously, but without the long wait times. Anyone can use private internet access. Just turn it on once and forget about it. No special knowledge required. And you can use it on all of your devices, TV, phone, tablet, computer. Private internet access is giving my audience 83% off, which comes out to just $203 a month, plus 4 extra months for free. Go to piavpn.com/Pacman. The link is down below.